सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्. We have completed the first two slokas in chapter 13. In the previous class, we have started chapter 13 titled Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yogam. In this chapter, Arjuna questioned Krishna Paramatma with 6 different topics. He wanted Paramatma to elaborate on the 6 topics. The topics being Kshetram, Kshetrajna, Prakruti, Purusha, Jnanam, Jneyam. These are the 6 topics which Arjuna wanted Paramatma to explain. And Paramatma explained from sloka number 2 up to 7, Kshetram and Kshetrajna. Initially, Paramatma mentioned that Kshetra means the very body itself. Our own body is called Kshetram. Kshiyamanatvat Kshetram. Kshiyamanatvat means one which is subjected to decay and destruction. One which is subject to change. The body is subjected to 6 modifications, as you all know. Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparnamate, Apakshiyate, Vinasyati. Iti Shadvikaravat. This way, 6 modifications do occur in the body. So, these Shadvikaras finally Nasyati. Finally, Nasyati means the body perishes, the body dies. So, the body takes birth, the body dies. So, it is agantukam, it is not permanent. It is incidental to jiva. So, Kshetram initially Paramatma explained as the very body itself. The body includes body, mind, sense complex. All these body, mind, sense complex are pancha bhautikam. They are consisted of 5 basic elements. So that is why they are called pancha bhautikam. And he further extends that it is not only the body. Kshetra means the entire Sthula Prapancham and the entire Sushma Prapancham. In other words, Kshetram indicates Jada Tattvam. And when it comes to Kshetrajna, initially it is mentioned that the indweller of Kshetram, the resident of Kshetram. Kshetram is insentient, Jadam, so it cannot function on its own. So there must be some sentient tattvam in this Kshetram. That very sentient tattvam is consciousness or Chaitanyam, that is Kshetrajna. In this process of explanation of Kshetrajna, Bhagavan gives a wonderful revelation to all of us. He says, I am Kshetrajna in all bodies. Don't you mistake, I am Kshetrajna only in your body. I am Kshetrajna in all living beings. This is a great statement, a Mahavakya, which we are going to learn in 3rd sloka. In this, Paramatma mentions that he is the very consciousness principle in every living being. That means if you take this consciousness, which is the substratum for every living being, all living beings are same. For that matter, Jivatma and Paramatma are same in terms of consciousness. Because the same consciousness pervades all. It pervades inert bodies in the form of satta, in the form of existence, absolute. In the living beings, it pervades in the form of chit and sat, in the form of consciousness, in the form of existence. So this is how you can understand. Kshetrajna is all pervading. Kshetrajna is in all bodies, and it is ekam, nityam, saram, satyam. This Atma Ekatva Tattvam is mentioned in this particular sloka. So it clearly indicates Paramatma wants to explain Atma is Ekam. Atma is not Anekam. According to many Darsanikas, Atma is Anekam. Depending on the body, Atma will be. If the body is small, Atma will be small. If the body is big, Atma is big. A mosquito will have small Atma. An elephant will have big Atma. Atmas are different as the bodies are different. This was the idea mentioned by many Darsanikas. Advaita Darsanam only reveals the real truth, which is mentioned in this sloka 3, which we are going to learn today. It's a wonderful sloka. According to this sloka, same Paramatma, same consciousness principle is pervading all the living beings. Which means Atma is Ekam, Atma is pervading all living beings. The bodies are different. The bodies may change. But the Kshetrajna, the consciousness principle, is the same. Therefore, this is a great Mahavakya. In this great Mahavakya, we learn Atma Ekatva Tattvam, which is a wonderful concept which has to be digested by every sadhaka. This will only give us the idea that Jiva and Ishvara are same. Jiva is none other than Ishvara. So this idea is clearly mentioned by Paramatma in this very third sloka of Bhagavad Gita in chapter 13. So you should know this very clearly. When you say Jiva and Ishvara are equal, it is only in terms of the consciousness we equate Jiva and Ishvara. In terms of the body, they are different. In terms of their capacities, they are different. In terms of their knowledge, they are different. Jiva is Alpajna, Ishvara is Sarvajna. Jiva is Alpasektimanta, Ishvara is Sarvasektimanta. So that way, superficially, there is a vast difference. But if you look at the substratum, if you look at the essence, the reality, that is consciousness. So that consciousness, the consciousness is equated in Jiva and Ishvara. Consciousness is only one. Consciousness cannot be many. So with these ideas, we'll proceed to sloka number 3 and learn more about the Ekatva Tattva. Krishna Paramatma is answering Kshetrajna and Kshetram. He already answered what is called Kshetram. Bhagavan from 3rd sloka onwards started explaining Kshetrajna. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetrajnayo jnanam yattad jnanam matam mama. Hey Bharata, hey Arjuna, sarva kshetreshu, in all these kshetras, kshetrajnam api mam vidhi. The kshetrajna, the indweller of all kshetras. Kshetra means the bodies. That's what Paramatma mentioned in the previous sloka. In all kshetras means in all bodies, the indweller, that is Jivatma, is nothing but myself. I am that Jivatma who resides in all bodies. May you understand this. Vidhi means may you understand this. Cha, moreover, Kshetra Kshetrajnayoho, one who understands about Prakriti and Purusha, Kshetram and Kshetrajna, Yat Jnanam, Tat Jnanam, Mama Matam. So this knowledge of the absolute reality is the real knowledge. Hey Bharata, sarva kshetreshu mam api cha kshetrajnam vidhi yat kshetra kshetrajnayoho jnanam tat jnanam iti mama matam asti. So in all kshetras, in all bodies, I dwell as Jivatma. I am present as Jivatma. Those who understand the tattva of Kshetram and Kshetrajna is the real Jnani, and that is the real Jnana. Here Paramatma is taking us to one step further. We can understand Vedanta in 5 different steps. Initially, we all understand that we are the body. I am this body. That is our primitive and basic understanding before coming to Shastra. So this is step number 1. Then step number 2, I am this body and in me Atma is there. This body is insentient. This is Jadam, but acting like a sentient thing. Because in this body Atma is residing. So I am this body in which Atma is present. The third stage is a paradigm shift. So far now, I identified with body. Now in the third stage, I dissociate. In the third stage, I dissociate with body. I am the Atma. I am Atma. And the body is incidental to me. 4. I am the Sarva Vyapaka Atma. I am all-pervading Atma. I am not bounded by the contours of this body. In fact, the 5th stage and final stage, in fact, all these bodies are within me. So, to understand all these stages, it will take a long time. To just hear it may not take much time, but to understand and to assimilate, it will take quite a long time. Before coming to Vedanta, we all understand that we are body. That is the starting point. Then the second stage, we slowly modify our thinking and we'll say, I am the body, no doubt, but in this body, Atma is present. In the third stage, we reverse this idea. We'll say, I am the Atma, I am not the body. I am the Atma, and Sariram or the body is incidental to me. It comes and goes. Agantukam. It is given temporarily by God. He can take it away whenever he wants. I do not have any right to hold it. This is my understanding in the third stage. Then in this particular sloka, we are going to see the fourth stage. I am not only in this body as Atma, but I am in all bodies. All bodies I reside as a Kshatrajna. So, this is a darshanam. This is a vision. Many people think that as many bodies, as many Atmas, many people, many visionaries, many darshinikas, they think that Atmas are many. As many bodies, as many Atmas. But Vedanta strongly refutes that. Vedanta says Atma is only one. Bodies are many, but Dehi is one. Deham may be multiple. Many Dehas are there, many bodies are there. But Dehi, the indweller, the Atma, is only one. What is the proof? This sloka. It is like hand and light. If the hand is there, we can feel the light because the light is reflected by the hand. If you stretch your fingers, in between the fingers, light is not visible, but light is there. So, light is all pervading. In the same way, consciousness is all pervading in spite of the bodies. Whether the body is there or not, consciousness is there. Chaitanyam is there. If the body is not there, there is no medium, so you cannot get the reflection. And you cannot know the consciousness. That doesn't mean consciousness is absent. In Jivatma and Paramatma, if you remove the adjectives Jiva and Parama, the remainder, the suffix Atma is same. Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam means in Paramatma and Jivatma, the same consciousness is there. Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. This is what we have to understand. This can be understood by a wave and the ocean. Wave is very small and has a very small life. In fact, wave is produced by the ocean. Ocean is big. Ocean is the creator of the wave. Ocean is having long life compared to wave. But if you look at the essence of wave and the essence of ocean, both are same. Wave and the ocean are simply the name and the form. If you look at name and form, they are different, no doubt. But if you look at the very substratum, the ingredient, the reality, that is water. So this is how we have to compare. In Jivatma and Paramatma, this Atma is common. This is called Aikya Jnanam or Atma Ekatva Jnanam. Because it connotes, because it depicts the union of Jivatma and Paramatma, this is called Mahavakya Slokam. Shankara Bhagavad Pada in his Bhashya, he has written elaborately on this sloka. Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Bodhaka Vakyam Mahavakyam. Kshetrajnam Mam Vidhi. May you understand that I am the Kshetrajna, I am the indweller of the body. Sarvakshetreshu Bharata. Not only in your body, but in all bodies, including Paramatma body. So, the indweller called Atma is same, both in Jivatma and Paramatma. That is what we mean by Jiva is equal to Ishvara. It is like a 0 candle bulb and a 1,000 candle bulb. A 0 candle bulb blinks, hardly gives light, whereas 1,000 candle bulb gives a dazzling light. So they are different by name and by form and by their application. But the electricity flowing in 0 candle bulb is same as the electricity flowing in 1,000 candle bulb. Same electricity. In electricity there is no difference. In the same way, Atma is one and it is different, it appears different in different bodies because the reflection appears different. The reflection is different. The Pratibimba Chaitanyam is different. The Pratibimba Chaitanyam in Jivatma is small. The Pratibimba Chaitanyam in Paramatma is big. If you remove the body, if you remove the Pratibimba Chaitanyam, the substratum is same. So, the Chaitanyam in me is same as the Chaitanyam in Ishvara. Saha aham asmi. Aham saha asmi. This is a very, very popular Soham mantra. Soham aham saha. This is also known as Hamsa mantram. Hamsa means aham saha. This knowledge is very, very useful because all other knowledges, all other sciences cannot give you a complete knowledge by which you can avoid dukkham, by which you can avoid the pain, by which you can avoid the misery in this world. The degrees, the property, the prosperity, the beauty, everything in this world, whatever you enlist, they all enhance your misery. They cannot evade your misery. They cannot evade samsara. Only jnanam can evade the samsara and give you the ultimate ananda. Kshetra kshetrajnayoho jnanam. So this knowledge, this ultimate knowledge of kshetram and kshetrajna, et jnanam, this is the only knowledge which is the real knowledge called paravidya. The other knowledges are known as aparavidya. So, aparavidya is as good as ajnanam according to Vedanta. Paravidya is the jnanam which can give you the ultimate anandam. So, it will give you peace, happiness and security. The ultimate peace, happiness and security. So this is what we have to understand. Vedanta alone can give you security. Nothing else can give you security. Vedanta even challenges you just to test yourself whether you can get security in this external world. all our endeavor, all our running, all our rat race is only for the sake of security. But unfortunately, you don't get an iota of security in the outside world, nor inside the world. The security is your own swarupa. So if you understand that, you need not run around. So this is Atma Jnanam. If you have this Atma Jnanam, you can acquire the permanent peace, happiness and security. Atyantika Anandam, Atyantika Shanti, Atyantika Bhadrata. Tat Kshatram Echa Adrukcha Edvikari Etasyayat Sachayo Yat Prabhavascha Tat Samasena Me Srunuhu. Tat Samasena Me Srunu. Tat Kshatram, that very body, that very Kshatram, Et Cha, whatever it is, Yadruk, how it appears, how it will be, Edvikari, and what are all the changes that occurs in this body, Yatahacha, from which it is generated, Sahacha, that Kshatrajna, whoever is the Kshatrajna, Yat Prabhavascha, whatever the influence he can cause on the body, mind, sense complex, Tat Samasena Me Srunu. May you understand this briefly from me. Tat Kshetram Etcha Yadrukcha Et Vikaricha Yat Yatahacha Yat Sahacha Yaha Yat Prabhavahacha Asti Tat Tvam Samasena Me Srunu. Whatever be the Kshatram, how it looks and what are the changes that can cause, what are the changes that are occurring, by which it is generated. That Kshetrajna, may you understand how the Kshatrajna can influence the body, mind, sense complex. All these things I will explain to you in brief. Yat Tat Kshetram. I will explain what is called Kshetram. In the previous sloka, Bhagavan mentioned Kshetram means the body. Now, he is going to tell whatever that comes within the Kshetram is all. He is going to narrate whatever comes within the word Kshetram. What are all those things? Tat Kshetram, that is all Kshetram. Echa Adrukcha, I will tell you the very swarup of Kshetram. Edvikari, whatever be the changes that are occurring in the body. Yatascha yat, by which it is generated. All these things I am going to explain you. Edvikari, if you understand the very cause, Yatascha, Edvikari is representing the Karana, the cause. Yatascha yat represents the Karyam, the product. The entire Bahya Prapancham, entire outside world, is having Karya Karana Sambandham. Supposing I take myself, I am the product. Your parents are the cause and I am the product. If you look at your parents, they are the product and their parents are the cause. So this way the Karya Karana Sambandham is there in this world. In one angle, an object looks like a Karanam. In another angle, the same Karanam appears as Karyam. So, I will explain all this in detail. Sacha Yaha. Now, I will also explain you about Kshatrajna. Yat Prabhavascha. I will tell you the Vibhuti of Kshatram. I will tell you the Vibhuti of Kshatrajna and its Swarupam also. All those details I will tell you. One scientist beautifully explained. He said that all the Prakriti Sutras, they are not applicable to Chaitanya. Chaitanyam is Desha Kala Atitam. It is beyond Desam, beyond Kala. Tat Samasena me srunu. So all these details I will give you in brief. May you understand this. May you listen to this. So here we can take one rider. Kshetra means the entire universe. So what are the products and what are the causes? So that's what Paramatma wanted to explain in this particular chapter. Karya Karana Vilakshanam Kshetrajna. The idea is he wanted to mention that Kshetrajna is beyond Karyam and Karana. Kshetra Kshetrajnayoho Jnanam Yattad Jnanam Matam Mama. So if you understand the knowledge, the Tattvam which is beyond Kshetra and Kshetrajna, that is the real knowledge. If you understand what is Kshetram, what is Kshetrajna, that is the real knowledge. In the next sloka, Paramatma is glorifying Atma. Let us see what it is. Rushibir Bahuda Getam Chendo Bhirvividair Prudak Brahma Sutra Padaischeva Hetu Madbirvinischitaihi. Rushibihi. This Kshetra Kshetrajna Tattvam was narrated by rishis, was narrated by saints of yesteryears. Bahuda Geetam, they explained it very vividly and very clearly. Vividaihi Chandobihi, by different Veda mantras also this is explained. Prudak in different ways. Cha Vinischitai Hetumadbihi Brahma Sutra Padaihi Eva Geetam. In Brahma Sutras also you get this knowledge very systematically, very logically. Yidam Jnanam Rishibihi Bahuda Tada Vividaihi Chandobihi Prudak Hetumadbihi Vinischitaihi Brahma Sutra Padaihi Cha Geetam Yeva. So, the Tattvam of Kshetra and Kshetrajna is explained by rishis in different ways. It is also explained by different Veda mantras. And it is logically explained, logically presented by Brahma Sutras. You know the importance of Kshetram and Kshetrajna if you study scriptures. In scriptures, you get the most details of this Kshetram and Kshetrajna. Kshetram is Panchabhautikam. Kshetram is made up of 5 elements. It is Jadam. Kshetrajna is consciousness, Chaitanya. The entire Srishti is Jadam, Jadatattvam. Entire Srishti is a combination of Jadatattvam and Chetana Tattvam. Therefore, we should understand both Kshetram and Kshetrajna. Rishibhihi Bahuda Geetam. By rishis in Shastra, they glorified these two aspects. They have given this Kshetra Kshetrajna Viveka Jnanam. Chandobhihi Vividaihi Prudak Idam. Chandaha means Veda mantras. Veda mantras also glorified Kshetram and Kshetrajna. If Veda mantras talk about lokas, stars, and about signs, whatever it discusses, ultimately it is talking about Kshetram and Kshetrajna. Vedanta deals with these two topics separate. This is very important. You cannot mix it up. Brahma Satyam Jagan Vidya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. The consciousness is called Brahma. The material principle is called the Jagat. Chaitanyam is real, Jagat is Midya. Chaitanyam is Satyam, Jagat is Midya. You should not stop there. You have to further understand that very Chaitanyam, that very consciousness is my reality. Then only the Atma Jnanam is complete. Atma Jnanam is not only in Vedas, it is also present in Brahma Sutras. Brahma Sutra Padaischeva. In Brahma Sutra also, this Jada Tattvam, the Padartha Tattvam and Chaitanya Tattvam is discussed. Our entire Shastra can be understood as Prasthana Trayam. Bhagavad Gita is called Smriti Prasthanam. Upanishads is called Shruti Prasthanam. Brahma Sutras is called Nyaya Prasthanam. Upanishad is the Antabhaga of Vedam. They are Apaursheyam. Therefore, Upanishads will come under Shruti Prasthana. Whereas Bhagavad Gita is written by Vyasa Maharshi. So it is called Smriti Prasthana. Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Upanishads, but written. Therefore, it is called Smriti Prasthana. In Brahma Sutras, we get a logical discussions and logical conclusions. They are called Vedanta Sutrani or Vyasa Sutrani. Veda can be divided into Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. Jnana Kanda is dealt in Brahma Sutras. Karma Kanda is dealt in Jaimini Sutras. The entire Brahma Sutras consisted of 555 aphorisms, capsulated formulas, capsulated vakyas, which depict a lot of knowledge, which gives a potential knowledge. Alpaksharam asindigdham saravat visvatomukam. It is having less words. It will be very clearly understood. And if you try to dig the meaning of these sutras, Brahma Sutras, Saravat Visvatomukam, it is as vast, as deep as the very universe. In this Brahma Sutras, the first 4 sutras are very important. They give us the foundation. Athato Brahma Jijnasa, the first sutram. Janmadhyasya yataha, the second sutram. Shastra Yonitvat, the third sutram. Tattu Samanvayat, the fourth sutram. There are books and books written on this, just 4 sutras alone. The meaning is so deep, you can understand this. Hetu Madbihi, they are full of logic. Vinischitaihi, they are presented in a brief and clear way and logical way. These 555 sutras, they are divided into 4 chapters and 16 padas and 192 adhikaranas. Shankara Bhagavad Pada has given an elaborate bhashyam on all these topics. There are upabhashyas for Shankara Bhashya. Ananta Shastram Bahu Veditavyam. Alpasya Kalaha Bahavascha Vignaha. Yat Sarabhutam Tat Upasitavyam. Hamso Yatha Kshiramivambu Mishrat. The Shastra is so vast, but the time is very less. That too, we get lot of obstacles in between. Therefore, the study of Brahma Vidya is very difficult. That's why majority of the people study just 4 sutras. In the Patasalas also, mostly they teach 4 sutras. They call it Chatussutri. Mahabhutanyahankaro buddhiravyaktamevacha indriyani dasaikancha panchachendriya gocharaha. Mahabhutani, this Pancha Mahabhutas, Ahankaram, Buddhi, Cha, Avyaktam Evacha. The Sankhya philosophers, they divided the entire Srishti into 24 tattvas. Bhagavan has taken the Sankhya model. It is not that Sankhya model alone is correct. He has to take some model or other. So he took the Sankhya model, which was popular those days. Mahabhutani, the 5 Mahabhutas, Pancha Mahabhutas. Ahankaraha, Samashti Ahankara. Buddhi, Samashti Buddhi. Avyaktam Evacha, the Mola Prakriti. Dasa Indriyani, 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. Ekam, the mind. Pancha Indriya Gocharaha. So, Indriya Vishayas, that means Sabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Mahabhutani Ahankaraha Buddhihi Avyaktam Evacha. Indriyani Dasa Ekam Cha Pancha Cha Indriya Gochara. Earth, water, fire, air, and space. These are the Pancha Mahabhutas. Ahankaram, Buddhi, Mula Prakriti. In the same way, 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas, mind, and 5 Indriya Vishayas. That means Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandhas. So together, there are 24 tattvas which constitute this Srishti. So Paramatma is explaining Kshetram by taking Sankhya model. In Sankhya, these are the 24 tattvas. 12 Darsinikas are there, visionaries. They have divided the Srishti in different ways. The Vaiseshika Darsanikas said that Srishti had 7 tattvas. Nyaya Darsanikas said 17 tattvas are there. Sankhya divided Srishti into 24 tattvas. Here Paramatma explained Sankhya philosophy. Not that this is the only truth. Ata chaturvinsati tattvotpatti prakaram vakshyami. In Tattvabodha also we get the same thing. There is no compulsion that we have to divide Srishti in this way. In Sankhya Darsana, there are 24 tattvas. The first one is Prakruti. In Pralaya, that means before Srishti, the entire Jagat is in avyakta form, unmanifest form. That unmanifest form is called Prakruti. Prakruti is Anadi, beginningless. Mahat, from this unmanifest form of the universe, we got Mahat, the first element. Then from Mahat, we get Ahankaram, Samashti Ahankaram. This is not individual Ahankaram. Because at this stage, there is no Jivi. From this Ahankara, 16 tattvas are generated. One is mind, Samashti mind, Dasa Indriyas, Pancha Jnanendriyas and Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Sushma Bhutas, Pancha Sthula Bhutas. So, if you look at them in an orderly way, a beginningless Anadi is there. This is the first stage. This is the very beginning. From this, Mahat came. This is the first stage. From Mahat, Samashti Ahankara came. Second stage. From Samashti Ahankara, 15 tattvas are generated. Samashti mind, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and 5 Sushma Bhutas. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1, 16. Fourth stage, we have 5 Sthula Bhutas. So, together, total 24 tattvas are there. So, Kshetra means the external world. All these are insentient. None of them have consciousness. So, with this background, we will try to look at this sloka. Avyaktam, the Prakriti which is in the unmanifest form. Buddhihi, Mahattattvam, the first stage. Ahankaraha, Samashti Ahankara. This is the second stage. From this Ahankara, Samashti Ahankara, 16 elements have come. Pancha Mahabhutani, that is Akasham, Vayuhu, Agni, Jalam, Prudhivi. Dasa Indriyani, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani. Ekam, Samashti mind. So, if you add this, 5 plus 5 plus 1, 16 tattvas are generated from Samashti Ahankaram. Pancha Chandriya Gochara. Then we have got the Indriya Gochara elements, that is 5 Sthula Bhutas. This is the fourth stage. So together, these are all 24 tattvas. So these 24 tattvas are subject to change every time. By mixing up, we get lot of attributes. These attributes are called vikaras. So in this, it is mentioned yadvikari yataschayat. So we have seen the karanas or cause. In the next sloka, we will see the products of these tattvas. ఓం తత్సత్. సర్వం శ్రీకృష్ణార్పణమస్తు. ఓం పూర్ణమదః పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం.